Hi, Damien Qualter here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use the free Google Keyword Tool. This is a fantastic resource and one of the best things you can do to get a really good foundation for your SEO. And by choosing the right keywords is so important, and I see all the time, so many businesses get this step completely wrong. So I'm going to jump onto the computer now and show you exactly what we do when we go to the tool online. As I mentioned in my earlier videos, keyword research is probably one of the most vital things you can do when you're starting your website, or if you want to improve the rankings of your website. For those who haven't done any sort of keyword research, there's a great free tool from Google, which is their AdWords tool, and we'll just go and have a quick look at that now. So if we type in Google AdWords.com, and I would suggest that any people who've not got this tool at the moment go through the process of basically installing it, and it's basically a tool to use for pay-per-click advertising. Although we're not going to be doing any pay-per-click advertising, you want to really set up a new account for yourself. Although we're not going to be using it for pay-per-click, it's a great tool for doing keyword research. So you need to set this up yourself. Click here to try it if you've not got an account. I've already got an account. I'll just log into one of my accounts and sign in and show you what is on the other side. Okay, once we've logged into our Google AdWords back end, if you want to call that, we want to go to Keyword Tool. I'll say, we're not using this at all for pay-per-click, although if you want to do pay-per-click, you'll need to do this anyway. But as I say, it's a great tool, and best of all, it's free of charge. So let's, for example, use one of the examples before of, let's use our example of dog training. We all love dog training. Dog training, is something which is used by lots and lots of internet marketers as an example case study. So excuse me if I'm using the same thing here. So basically, we've put in our dog training. At the moment, we want to maybe change some of the advanced search option and filters, depending on the market you're trying to look at. If we click on this button here, I'm based in the UK. Obviously, I hope you can tell by my accent. If you wanted to pick the United States, any countries, you can do that. You can pick the languages, and you can pick things like filter ideas from the number of local searches. So set that up how you want it set up, and obviously press search to minimize that. And we can see here now that we've got a whole host of keywords coming up, and there's two tabs here. It automatically defaults to this ad group beta at the moment. It might change in the future, but you want to click on AdWord ideas. And you can see here, I'll just go through exactly what this means. We've got the keyword dog train, which always appears at the top here, our main keyword. And this is telling us the global monthly searches. So it's saying worldwide there are 1.2 million global searches for dog training. Again, I did mention in my earlier video, this is not a phrase match, it's a broad match. Now a broad match is basically anywhere where the words dog training appear in the title of a website, they would be classified as being brought up as a search result. Obviously this is different. This is showing you how many times people are searching for the word dog training, not the number of websites. So this is how many people are searching worldwide, which have got the keywords dog and training in the title. So they could be put in, training your dog in New York, or dog training expert in California. So it could be in any order. The training could be before the dog. And this is the sort of keyword results we've got. Local monthly searches. As I showed you up here, I'm set for the UK, so it's local searches is showing 201,000 searches in the UK, and this is quite an interesting figure. This is showing you the average CPC. Now CPC means cost per click to advertise. So if you were paying on Google AdWords, it costs you roughly 50 pence for every click if you're advertising for this keyword. So it could be expensive. You've got to know your metrics. It then starts to show lots of other keywords which are relevant to dog training, and this is where keyword research is vital, because if we're building a website on dog training, it'd be worthwhile us getting the keywords that people are searching for rather than us trying to guess what people are searching for. And this is what you've got to get in your head. The information is here. The market research has been done for you. Don't try and second guess it thinking you know the keywords. Go and pick the information which is already readily available, free of charge, in Google's keyword tool. Thank you very much, Google. And use that for your keyword research to build your site. So if I was building a website on dog training, I'd maybe click dog training as one of the keywords, and that could be, when we go into site structure, we'll talk about this a bit more, but the other keywords I could think which are relevant are dog training classes, dog training videos, I might want to sell those on my site, dog training aids, which is good, dog training courses, dog training tips, jobs may not be relevant, dog training leads, dog training techniques, dog training games, dog training collars, and advice, treats. You can see all these keywords are coming up, and you'd build a very, very relevant website based on these keywords, because they're all dog training related keywords. Google's telling you they're relevant by showing you in this result set of results, and it will basically, if it's a big keyword, you'll get up to 800 keywords. Now you can download these for research. So if you click here, download, I've clicked 12 keyword ideas. I want to download them as a CSV file, and if I open the file now to show you what information we get, I'll just get that on my other screen. And you can see here we've got our keyword, competition, global monthly searches, local monthly searches, and the cost per click. Now what I tend to do is put these in a little grid, and I will save that somewhere on my hard drive for later. So let's save as desktop, dog training, keywords, and I like to save them as Excel files. Just find them a bit more easy to work with, so I'll save that to my desktop. I'll just move that away for a sec and get rid of this. If we want to be a little bit more specific in our search, we can check this box here, which is only show ideas closely related to my search term, which will give an even more relevant search. As I've mentioned earlier in my videos, it's all about relevance, and you'll see some of the keywords will have disappeared, some will have stayed there, but it gives you an even more relevant situation on the keywords in your area. One thing I didn't mention was competition. Competition in Google AdWords tool is basically how Google is seeing the number of competitors in the market on AdWords. This is not for SEO, it's for AdWords. So where you see high competition, it means that there's a lot of people in that marketplace bidding for the keywords, and they're paying 60p, 64p for a click. Gun dog training seems to be a less competitive market. It's medium competition. And one tip you can do with all these keywords and the data is, if we wanted to click on here, it will put them in order for us. So if we wanted them in high order, see all the highest order of competition, and it puts them in order of this as being the highest one, and then if we click it again, it will go from low. And you can see here, the beauty of doing it from a low point of view is that it could give you some good ideas of what little niches are out there where people aren't really competing, which are open to us. So it could be dog training clubs, that's low competition, 18,000 global searches, 4,000 UK. You'll pick some real nuggets of information here of markets which, training your dog, that's a medium keyword, that's a really good keyword. Quite a lot of traffic to it. When we're building a website, again, we're going to go into the different types of website, but I would suggest that if you are building a website, you want to build an authority site. So we want to really build a site that over time has lots of pages to it, and Google will look at it as a respected resource on whatever market we go into. So if we can do our keyword research now and start adding pages and content and structuring our site in the correct way, which we'll show you in later videos, Google will reward you by getting you very, very high results in the search engines. So I just want to show you one or two other things now. As we looked before, we've got the broad match. So if we uncheck that, we go to phrase match now, and it will automatically do that for us. If we go back to, I like to have a look at maybe global searches for dog training. You see here now we've put it as a phrase match. So there's dog training, dog obedience training. If we want to do it from a local, if we were just wanting to rank locally, dog training trasses, gun dog training, that's quite a good one. Not really that might be very specific to the UK because there's a lot of gun dog training courses, and it just puts them in order of what's relevant for your market. So if we go on the global one here, again, just to quickly recap on what phrase match means. Phrase match means dog training in that order, i.e. dog training has got to be in the search term. So it could have words at the front or it could have words at the end. So it could be cheap dog training Essex, dog training course, it could be free dog training course. So it's got to have dog training in that order, but it could have words at the front or words at the back or both. If we then drill down into exact match, which is a really, really accurate view of the marketplace, and you'll see the results drop really dramatically now. This is exact match, means that people are typing in dog training in that order and only those two words. If you can see here where we've got dog training collars, people are just typing in dog training collars. So this is a really, really accurate way of measuring a marketplace. We don't want to particularly build our site based on exact keywords, but it gives you an idea of what the market is like and what people are bidding on keywords in Google AdWords. We want to really base our website when we're designing it and our keyword research around really the broad and phrase match, because that gives you an idea of what people are typing in generally and not too specifically at this stage. That's really it. Again, free resource, really, really handy to do some keyword research. In the advanced section, there are a couple of other paid for tools which will do this in a lot more accurately and a lot more drilled down and give you a lot bit better view of the marketplace. But for 90% of the time, I've been using Google AdWords and it's a great resource. Say there are a couple of resources which make this a little bit easier, but but they are paid for tools, which we'll get into a little bit later on in the advanced training. So